GPT just got an image model update, and here are a bunch of fun things that you could try. A lot of them are just going to be funny ideas that you can ask for when you upload a picture of yourself. Like, all I said was, oh my god, can you put me on an Animorphs cover? That's all I wanted to see, was the transition between me and an animal. What's really cool about this update is that when you ask for IP, it no longer just says no. It actually tries to find a way around the IP. Like here, it's not using Animorphs, it came up with its own book with the similar idea. And like, this is all I had to ask for, okay? Your prompt does not need to be complicated. I thought this was kind of fun. I wanted to see myself in a famous movie scene. And maybe this movie isn't the most famous, but when I was a kid, I was a big fan of Free Willy. I tried to make some pictures of the whale jumping over me, but it didn't look that good. So I actually just got a screenshot of the movie, and I said, like, can you put me in this movie scene? And then it comes up with this, and I still didn't think it was that good. So what you can do is click on Edit, and then at the bottom here, you can describe the changes you want. But my pro tip is to right-click on the image, hit Copy Image, paste that picture into the chat, and then describe what you want. Like I said, you gotta turn my head so I'm looking at the whale. And then it comes up with this, and that's pretty cool. I like this one a lot. You can give it a picture and ask for a different time of day. That's pretty amazing, right? I asked it to go even darker, maybe making it pitch black, lit by candles. And again, I think it did a pretty good job. Same thing here, we go from this, to this, that, and that as well. I'm working on a new course and I wanted a specific graphic. Now I could have made this myself in Canva, but instead I added one of my slides and prompted for what I want. A 2x2 grid using the style found in this reference, and then I explained what I wanted in the grid. Honestly, be as specific as you can. And then it came out with this. Like, that's amazing. I should also say this is what it came up with first. And I was like, oh, that's no good. I realized I didn't say enough about the style in my prompt, so that's when I attached the slide from my course. Rogelio from my community asked it to create a cinematic generated visual infographic of the TV series From seasons 1 to 3. Now, I've never seen the show, but he told me this is actually full of spoilers, so I'm going to blur it out. But either way, you should know that you could ask for something like that. That's pretty cool. I created these two characters inside of Midjourney, and then I asked, can you take these two amigurumi characters and create 3 pictures of them in different scenes? That's really the special part about this update. You can generate more than one picture at once. You can ask for multiple images. That really helps with the consistency. I even said you can come up with the storyline, just make sure it looks cinematic and includes some interesting camera angles. Now, I don't think the details are 100% perfect, but that is a pretty interesting scene to look at. Same with this one, but then we are starting to notice some of the artifacts that have been showing up. I can only hope that this gets corrected eventually, but that leads me to one of my biggest tips. When you are generating pictures, it is best to start a new chat from time to time. Degradation can happen if the bot has to use the same picture over and over again. Oh, I like that one too. That's actually really cute. So in my last video, I gave it a YouTube link and asked it to make an infographic about it. And it did a really good job, but other people tried it and they said it didn't work. So I tried it again with one of my videos and it also didn't work. I can only assume the success here came from the concept of Doom being popular on the internet and then the bot doing some extra research. When it was just one of my videos, it couldn't figure it out. So be careful about that. But if you want to give it a bunch of your information, like copy and paste a bunch of text, you can ask for an infographic and you can specify the style. I asked for a retro-futuristic infographic based on this information, and then it creates that. Amazing. Check this out. I made a floor plan in Midjourney, and then I prompted, can you create a render of what this floor plan would look like in person? And can you create multiple pictures from different angles? Again, diving into that new feature of multiple generations. And look at these results. I'll put the original floor plan on the screen as well so you can see how well it matches. Like we have that one, this one to the side, the other side, and then completely turned around. That's so cool. You could give it a single character and ask for 3 more images from this photo shoot using different camera angles. So I'll go from this to this one, and that as well. I gave it a picture of myself and I asked if it could create me as the mascot on a cereal box. And then I asked GPT for some more help, so it added all of these extra details. And then it even told me to say, use my reference photo and preserve my facial identity. And then I wanted to make sure my proportions were correct, so I put my height and weight. Now, I don't think all of those extra details are necessary at all. After all my testing, I think all you really need to say is create a picture of me as the mascot on a cereal box. Now, if you know those extra details, go for it, for sure. But take a look at that. I mean, It's pretty funny, right? A similar idea here. I asked for a high fashion perfume advertisement and got that. Amazing. A picture of me on a wrestling pay-per-view poster. And look at that. Oh, that is so funny. Yeah, I love it. Way to go, GPT. Fun update. I asked it to create a YouTube thumbnail about a specific video, and look at that. Like, that's pretty good. A pretty good first draft, so to speak. YouTube thumbnails. Definitely think about that one. I thought this was a cool idea, but maybe the execution was a little off. Can you create a picture of me inside a medieval tax record? Now, I thought it was going to like depict me as one of those old school illustrations. Unfortunately, it didn't. It just put a realistic me on this otherwise really cool parchment. So you do have to watch out what you prompt for, and maybe some extra details in the prompt will help. Here's me in a high school yearbook, a funny awkward school portrait with a fake quote, clubs and achievements, known for suspicious confidence, helpful overthinking, and showing up like he already graduated. Is that what GPT thinks of me? I hope not. Achievements, most likely to explain something twice. Oh no. Best beard potential. Okay, I'll take that. Most likely to turn a class project into a lecture. Now that's stereotyping me. I disagree. I mentioned some extra details that you can add, and I think it worked on this one. I asked for an old pirate wanted poster, but then at the end I said, please integrate me smoothly. Like, I don't need to be wearing a modern hat. And then it came up with this, and it called me Captain Rowan Blackwell. That's an interesting name, all right? Scourge of the Western Seas. 100,000 pieces of 8. I don't really know what that means, but still pretty cool. Oh, I guess I should have mentioned that by now. The picture you attach as your reference matters a lot. Like, you know, I just found this in my camera roll. Maybe you're going to want to take like specific pictures. You know, if I took a sad looking picture of me and then included that with this prompt, I think it could come out a lot better. Oh, this was funny. A picture of me on a loud 1980s supermarket flyer. Look at that. Price blast, mega savings. Is this really how cheap food used to be? 5 navel oranges for 1. Classic 2-liter Coke for 79 cents. Jesus. Paper towel, 79 cents. That can't be real. You could ask for yourself in an Intergalactic Passport. I didn't really like the result. I mean, I guess it looks okay. It looks real to some extent, but maybe not as alien and sci-fi as I was hoping. You could create a picture of yourself giving a TED Talk. I copy and pasted this prompt because GPT added that the audience was made entirely of skeletons. I don't know, GPT's got like a recent obsession with horror and spookiness. It's kind of weird, but you know, whatever. There's the results. I don't even really think this looks like me that much, but still a cool picture. Tried PS1 survival horror game. Not bad, not great though. Straight up hand-painted anime, which probably isn't the best way of saying it, but there you go, like that's a cool result. I think this one could be a lot of fun. Create a picture of me in a surveillance camera still, and then I said, you pick the scenario. So I guess it's me eating cake at 1 in the morning. Oh, and the fridge says do not eat. Okay, that is kind of funny. Oh, how about this? A 4-panel transformation sequence of me gradually becoming a mall cop. Again, GPT added the details, awkward retail security energy. I don't know, but it's a cool picture. I like that result. This is funny. Alexander from my community created a screenshot of Midjourney using GPT, but that gave me a funny idea. I asked, can you create me a screenshot of the Midjourney Explore page, but can you include some new tabs on the side, like funny features we could have? And it came up with this. And then, yeah, there are some funny things here, like prompt therapy, cursed hands, oops, all wolves, bald mode, unnecessary cinematic fog, accidental masterpieces, make it more epic, AI time machine, and chaos mode. Those are silly, but what I actually do like is seeing the number of likes here as well as comments. Now, I don't know if that's really going to work for Midjourney or if that would ever actually happen. It sort of goes against their philosophy, but still a cool way to explore new ideas. I mean, using GPT to ask for your website to be redesigned slightly. Ben from my group prompted, can you put these characters in different scenes that tell a story, you create the plot points. Using these characters to create this. discovery, first contact, a new friend, the problem, the journey, the challenge, the heart, restoration, and friends forever. That could be fun. Rogelio also asked for a modern experimental theatrical poster, but notice that there might be a difference depending on which GPT model you're using, like thinking or instant. Here's what instant created, and that's what thinking created. Now, is that just a random roll of the dice, or is there a difference? I don't know. Let me know if you have any observations in the comments below. I do have some more for you. You could ask for a 1990s Goosebumps style horror paperback. Again with the horror, but I guess that's okay for Goosebumps. And then there's me in the attic that stared back. I mean, yeah, whatever. That's funny. I tried a similar thing here with a 1997 PC game box cover. And yeah, I like it. Oh my god, this one is so funny. Create a ridiculous supermarket tabloid magazine cover with me on the front page. Now, I don't know if you need these details, but they might work. Use paparazzi style photography, loud headlines, fake scandals, bright red and yellow text, and absurd celebrity gossip energy. Make it look completely authentic and extremely trashy. And then just look at this, Nolan's shocking secret. He's not who you think he is at all. Is he building a palace under his garage? Psychic dog predicts his next meltdown. Apparently I spent $8,000 on gourmet cereal. The crazy receipts inside. How could you not buy this? It's only $1.49. Oh yeah, this part. Bald heartthrob's secret double life. Awesome. And then here's another cool feature. You should see this aspect ratio button at the top. If you click on this, you'll get some more options. And let's say I picked the widescreen one. It will say make the aspect ratio 16:9, and then look at this. It basically rearranges the entire picture into a new ratio. But I think it did such a good job. Like, that's awesome. Oh my god, okay. I said, can you create a picture of me on a late 90s boy band CD cover? Glossy studio photography, shiny outfit, dramatic pose, soft lighting, polished pop branding. Then I said, I wouldn't be the pretty one. I would probably be the tall one. And I didn't really know what it was going to do with that. But it came with this, and it literally made me the tall. That's so funny. You could put yourself on some card art. I wasn't really a fan of this prompt, but I guess the results are pretty good. Create a picture of me on a low-budget direct-to-video action movie poster. Blast Force! Yeah, you know, good stuff. This was kind of funny. Create a picture of me in a cheesy 1990s mall photo package. Multiple awkward studio poses, pastel backdrop, fake clouds, or laser patterns. And then, yeah. I like it. I think that's everything I've got so far. If you have any funny ideas, please leave them in the comments below. I'd love to check them out. My name is Nolan, by the way. If we haven't met before, it's nice to have you here. Subscribe to the channel, that would mean a lot. Like this video, that would mean the most to me. It really helps out more than you can imagine. And after all that, I hope you're doing well. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Peace.